Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to have a tasting, my first tasting of Old Forester. This is 86 proof. Now, I have been getting more into bourbons, whiskeys, all that kind of stuff here over the past 2 years, and I think it's come from barrel-aged stouts. There's a lot of them around, especially when you get closer to winter, and just trying to see where they're coming from, what barrel. You know, a lot of them say, oh, this came from this barrel or whatever. And so what I wanted to do was start reviewing some bourbons. Again, I've said it in other videos, I have been drinking a lot of bourbons, trying to find new ones that I do like, and watching some videos, and I didn't see anything on this one, and I do realize this is going to be like a starter bourbon. $23 is what I paid for this, so yeah, I figured if anything, if it doesn't work, straight, put it on ice. Old fashions, I love old fashions. Try it in that, see what that's like. So, yeah, like I said, 86 proof. I believe, in my mind, this is a starter bourbon for somebody that wants to get into it. So let's go ahead and get it open and see how I like it. Everybody's going to be different. Holy cow. So this is, if you have the same flavor profile as I do, maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. It's just like craft beers. People are going to like something different. That's why there's a whole bunch of reviews and not just one, because if everybody had the same flavor profile that they get, then why do we need so many? So let's go ahead and pour some in here. There we go. And again, $23 is what I paid for this. This is in Lower Michigan, so wherever you're at, it could be a little less. It could be a little bit more. Color. In some of these, as I go through them, I will refer to like the colors or whatever, what I think like the beer or craft beer version of that would be. I would say like a golden ale. Somewhat caramel in color, very light, but we're talking about 86 proof. Now, I did look some stuff up about this, because one thing that I was trying to find is how long was this aged. And per the comment I found, and again, I didn't go through every single search, but it seems like if Old Forester doesn't put it on the label that it's at least 4 years old. So that's what I'm going with. But yeah, good light caramel color. But yeah, if I had to, I would say golden ale from the beer world. Just talking to let it open it up just a little bit. Alcohol lacing is fine. I mean, obviously it's a lot more than what you would see in a craft beer. But overall, yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and get a smell. A little caramel, like I almost want to say a little vanilla oak caramel. Sweetness. I almost, a touch of creaminess in there. Like a sweeter vanilla caramel is what I get the most of, but I do get a little oakiness that's coming out. Maybe a little caramel corn now that it's starting to open up, but I do get that vanilla. Like, that's one thing, I think that caramel vanilla is what stayed consistent. I think smelling it up top, you get more of that caramel corn that comes out, where the bottom is a little bit more of that little creamier vanilla caramel oak. Smells good. Let's go ahead and try. So up front, I get the oak. It kind of, from front of the palate to about middle, it's like a sweeter oak, but then it turns into that caramel sweetness, like a creamy caramel with a little bit of vanilla. But I think that oak stays in the aftertaste. Again, more of a creamy caramel. I almost want to say like the aftertaste of eating caramel corn. Like there's a touch of caramel corn. I want to put vanilla in there. Yeah, I get that. I get that oak up front both times. Then, yeah, that caramel really comes in. Caramel sweetness, a little creamy, a little bit of vanilla, but that oak stays throughout that entire your palate through the whole entire thing. A little bit of burning on the back. Body's light, but we're dealing with 86 proof. I don't think it should be thick. Uh, but even as your palate warms up, as my mouth's warming up, it goes more towards that caramel corn with vanilla, with a touch of vanilla. Very sweet caramel, like a Werther's caramel, just with some oak in there. Yeah, I think overall for a starter, I think this is good. Um, it's I'm gonna do more. This is the only, I think, the second one that I've really sat down uh, and thought about, taste tested. So I'll do more. I've got some other ones that I haven't opened and some that I did that I'll do reviews on. But yeah, for the most part, I think I wouldn't mix this. I think this is just drinking right out of the bottle, or maybe some ice cubes on an ice cube. And maybe I'll do a review of that also, just to see how that turns out. Because obviously, if you add water, it's going to change some stuff in there. But yeah, overall, if you're looking to get into drinking bourbons, I think this is a good one to start with. As long as I almost want to say a pastry bourbon, because in the craft beer world, you've got a craft beer that's a pastry stout, or I guess you could have a barrel aged pastry stout that's going to be on the sweeter side. And I think this kind of lends itself to that, with that sweeter vanilla caramel in there, where, yeah, if you're looking at the craft beer side, it would be a sweeter imperial stout porter, something like that. So yeah, definitely a good one. Leave a comment down below of some of them you think I should try, and I'll see if I can pick those up, and we'll keep on doing these. So until next time, cheers.